Hi guys, Mark Weir here, 30 odd years of knowledge at world-class level. I just want to pass on some of the things that I've done, I've dissected. It also helps you if you're a coach. It allows you to be able to understand and recognise and dissect your fighters or your students and hopefully bring them to a high level quicker. Through my experience in fighting, I used to put a lot of people into different categories when I was fighting or sparring. And I found that a short period of time I could seem to work out a lot of fighters. And what happens through this is to understand that a lot of people, especially when they first start, one or two things. They're very confident or they're very strong, they go forward only. They're very easy to intercept, counter and sidestep. Person not very confident if they start because they're shy, they're purely defend, purely counter. And they won't actually go forward, sidestep, go backwards, their hands will be up. They're very reluctant to throw anything. And as they get more confident, they will turn into the 50-50, the adaptable fighter. But this only happens on levels. The true adaptable fighter comes later on down the line. With this, you're going to be able to tell you each fighter what category you fit in, and you can work out which category you actually are. What category do you fit in? Your friends fit in. Through this, hopefully it'll make you a better, stronger and a more wiser fighter. The levels are, the first one, attackers are normally very strong. This is when they found themselves. Not a beginner. A beginner tends to go forward because they don't know anything else, they don't know anything better. Experienced fighters, when you've got the ability to knock someone out, and they seem to have more power, seem to be stronger, they find the best thing for them is to impose their will to go forward. Now the second level defensive fighter will counter, will subdue, will draw, taunt the person to throw something on the ability to sidestep or counter. Now you get the third level fighter, which is the adaptable fighter. A lot of people tend to try and beat this. They want attack but also be able to counter. Sometimes the attack is not really attack, they're just attacking the nearest target to just let them to try to attack back, allowing them to counter or counter down the line. These fighters are normally well-rounded, they're gifted, they know their strengths, but it's sort of clouded and hidden behind the other skills of if they're a strong attacker, they are very good at countering at the same time, so they're overwhelmed with their attacking ability. They're good at countering and defensive. They've got reasonable attacks, or what they know what is very good attacks, and they actually use only attack which is necessary to allow the person to draw the person in so they can use their defense in the process of intercepting. Then you get the fourth, and this is the person who's experienced. This is a person who has a strategy, a knack, ability to work people out. They find ways of closing a person down, manipulate a person. Psychological game starts before the fight, and while they're in the fight, they'll learn how to take the person apart, get inside the person's head. Down the line, if a person's got a reasonable amount of gifts, or they find their gifts along the way, they become the experienced fighter. Everybody at some point, through experience, through knowledge, understanding and working out other partners or other fighters, they will suddenly become this level of experience. And then from there, all fighters start in the first three. They have attack, defend, or well-rounded attack and defend. But as the experience grows, this becomes a new level. It becomes someone where they're all well-rounded. They become anybody they want. And depending on the person they're fighting, they know what part or what role, which act they need to follow. And this is the 4 levels. Again, it's Mark Weir. In another episode, work hard, sweat more, and stay young.